G'day traders, welcome back to the channel. It's Jimmy Trades here for your Tuesday morning analysis. Hope you're all doing well. Remember to please sub to the channel, please like the video and turn on the notification bell. A reminder also to take advantage of the My Funded Futures discounts, the 10% discount and 15% discount on the milestone plans using code Jimmy. That will give you the best discount. They're a great plan, a great way to move to funded, a live funded account, and also get paid along the way. And also with CPI coming up on Wednesday, being tomorrow, look for an opportunity to expedite some evals by grabbing some Apex accounts. Grab those Apex evals and expedite some accounts. So I will be doing the same. I've got a couple of 50k evals I'm going to look to expedite. So hopefully we can get them across the line and funded. So use code Jimmy for your Apex evals as well. Let's move over to the calendar. And we have a no news Tuesday. Bank holiday yesterday, I chose not to trade. Interestingly, the last few bank holidays have actually seen really nice price action. So I'm actually going to start looking back at what the market's showing for previous bank holidays and now consider changing my approach to bank holidays, because certainly, at least from 8:30 yesterday morning, the market started to do something, and the price action was actually quite good. So, less is always more, but obviously, if we're sitting out of the market because of what others say or do, might not actually work for you. So I'm actually going to look back and see what the bank holiday price actions actually like across a period of time, and make my own conclusions. But certainly from the last couple of bank holidays, there was really no reason to sit out, to be fair. Just missed some really nice opportunities. So, but focusing again back on today, look, no news today, normal trading conditions, just looking for your A+ setups. Today is definitely a trade day. All right, let's move over to the chart. So here on NQ at all-time highs. And I don't know if anyone has crypto. I know a lot of people do have crypto in this space. But gee, Bitcoin's performing well at the moment. It's really great to see. I think we may end up seeing 100k Bitcoin. If it keeps tracking the way it's tracking at the moment, then we could see that by the end of this week. But we'll see. All right, focusing back on NQ now. So what we got our move. We got our bearish move. We were looking for our move back into this bullish FEG, and we got that yesterday. So now we've moved from external back to internal. Now we can look from internal to external. So I'll be looking for price to run higher today. So we'll look for bullish price action for NQ. We'll just clear that up. Now on the hourly here, if we run our standard deviations from this swing high, this is a high that swept liquidity here, creating all-time highs to the swing low. So if we were trading yesterday, there was opportunity from this level here. So the -2 to 2.5, that's the region that we look for consolidation or retracement. Okay, and if we get consolidation and then price closes through, so if we do something like this and then price closes through then we can look for price to continue to the -4. Or we get consolidation or retracement. And in this case, price came down and retraced straight away. And what did it retrace out of? It wasn't just these levels, but here is aligned with the daily bullish FVG. So some great confluence here to see price moving from this -2 to 2.5 region. So there was opportunity here to look then on a lower time frame for a possible bullish entry, even if you were bearish on the day. We need to be flexible in our trading. You might have been bearish coming into the market, as I was, but then as objectives get met, bias is completed once it reaches that bullish FVG. Then you can look, you know, if you were looking in the PM session to trade, well, you would have been able to find an opportunity here. So what do we have here though? We have a bearish breaker. Okay, we have our stop hunt. Lowest down close candle before the leg that took liquidity. So this is the pattern we look for, and then we get displacement through. So we have an FVG aligned with the breaker. Here's our FVG in here. Okay, and we also have a change in the state of delivery. So we see that price is consolidating at the moment. It's consolidating, it's respecting this bullish FVG here. If price is going to continue higher, like we looked at from the daily perspective, then I would like to see some sort of manipulation lower at open and then drawing higher with, we're going to want to see price close through and disrespect this bearish change in the state of delivery if we want to see price continue to new all-time highs once again. Alternatively, price, even if it does manipulate lower at open and we get a draw higher, we may just see price bounce from here. Okay. So we'll be watching this change in the state of delivery and see how price reacts to this level. Okay. Moving over to ES. So what do we have? We were looking for ES to pull back. So ES was actually the stronger pair yesterday. And what do we notice? We have a daily SMT with NQ. So NQ put in a lower low while ES put in a higher low. Okay. So we didn't get this move lower. We now have a bullish SMT. Again, adding confluence to potential higher prices. So let's sit bullish today on account of the SMT, and NQ's already pulled back into the bullish FVG. Let's see what the hourly shows us. This was the draw that I was looking for yesterday on both NQ and ES, was this gap fill, and we got that gap fill, no worries at all. So we did get a change in the state of delivery here. Okay, we do have displacement. The price respected this level. Now we have this nice buyer's wick on the hourly candle here. This 1 p.m. candle. Be looking for price to continue to respect this 50% level and see if we do get this move to go higher. Again, if we do see this move higher, then we want to disrespect this negative change in the state of delivery. Let's move over to oil. Looks a bit messy, but I will leave the markings there, the drawings, just so that we can see what I was looking at yesterday and that we hit our targets perfectly. So we came into the market yesterday and price was invalidating this bullish FEG, and it continued to do so. So we actually did see price close lower. Now we may see, like moving from here, we have disrespected this bullish FEG. The next draw is actually down here, or the next liquidity level is down at this swing low. We may see price move back up today on account of the fact we've already swept previous day low as well, and we've got this big void through here. Okay, so we may see price retrace somewhat today. If we do, and price can hold this 50% level of the candle body, so around the 69, say 20 mark, 69.20 level, then we could see price continue to move to this low. So on account of the fact that we do have this void, I am looking for this to be, say, a weekly target now. But short term, I think we might run higher today. We have swept previous day low and we might run higher, and if we can reach up to that 50% level and respect it, then we may see that price turn around. So let's drop to the hourly and we'll have a look at these other drawings that I've got here. Okay, so the main one, this was more of a lower time frame standard deviation. I'll just remove that for now. And I think that was the Asia range. But here's the main one I'm looking at. We have a failure swing. So with the failure swing, we can run from the low, sorry, from the high to the low. So we run the standard deviations from the high to the low. And this is the daily FEG here, this box, okay? Let's just bring that in a little. Okay, so that was the daily FEG, and we disrespected that. So we mitigated that level. So at that point, the -4 was my target. Price had already closed below the -2.5. So we see that here. Price had already closed below the -2.5. And we can see price reach the -4. And what happened? Consolidation straight away. We've reached the level, achieved that objective, and we've consolidated. Now it does look like we are potentially getting a reversal here. So what do we got here? So this is, what's the high? The close on this candle is 68.22, and this is how we're looking at choosing our breaker. 68.23. So this is the leg, and this is how I'm looking at it. Price is down, and then I'm looking at this low to this high to this low, and then displacing through. So that's our move, okay? That's our unicorn. Here's our stop hunt. Okay, I'm using this. This is the hourly time frame. So this candle here, the 3 p.m. candle, is our breaker. Now it doesn't look like we'll have a FVG aligned with this breaker, but we are creating that reversal pattern. So this would be a breaker pattern without, so it's not a unicorn because we don't have the FVG aligned. We do have a break, sorry, that's not a breakaway gap. We do have displacement though through here. And we may potentially get further displacement as we move higher here. So changing the state of delivery right here. And what we can do is run our standard deviations from this low to this high, and we have a good area for us to target. We have the -2 to 2.5 aligned with this bearish FEG also here. So we have this liquidity resting up here that we can reach for, and low resistance liquidity on the way through here as well. And if we go back to the daily, let's mark out the 50%. I always do that. I pull it out too far and you can't see it. Okay. Now we're talking about, you know, we want to see the 50% level respected for price to continue moving lower to what our weekly draw is. That doesn't mean that the price can't move through on the, if we're looking at it, say a daily candle, that doesn't mean price can't move through this level. It can most definitely move through this level, and then what we can actually see, you know, is as long as the body of the candle doesn't close above this level, then we're still looking for price to move lower. As soon as, you know, we get a close above, then we're starting to disrespect our bearish idea, and then we can move to look for higher prices. So what I'm getting at here is we can still move up to this -2 to 2.5 level, and on the lower time frame we'll see closes above. But if the daily candle looks something like this, it's reached in and then closed below, then we can still potentially see those lower prices. But it's looking good for a reversal here at the moment. Okay, moving over to Euro futures on the daily. So our objective was reached. We have another swing low that has also been swept. And we have a bullish FEG resting down here as well. We use this high to the low, high to the swing low. We can project where we think price might reach to, and look where price has reached into the -2 to 2.5. If we get a max move here to the 2.5, then we'll actually see price get into that bullish FEG. Using the most recent information, we are at a swing low. I will say bullish at the moment, unless price does start to displace lower, then we'll have to rethink what we're looking at there. But we are at a swing low. You can see price previous day was unable to close through this swing low. So these are both daily swing lows here. And we've already swept previous day low. Okay, so the current candle has swept previous day low and another daily swing low. So it is potential to see a reversal here. We're likely going to want to see a change in the state of delivery on a lower time frame to give us that confidence that price is looking to reverse. Hopping over to YM. Well, YM closed beyond the high here. And although there is a bit of a seller's wick here, I think we're still looking to continue higher. So I'll be watching to see price. So see also, we have no wick to the high side here. There is no wick. So this is actually also a strong draw on liquidity. There's no wick to the high side. So what we're looking at the moment is an open, low, and I'd like to see a high close candle. So essentially open, low, high, close. That's what the candle, the daily candle might look like. I'm not saying it's getting to this this level here, but that's what I'm trying to describe. So RTY, we reached up to this legacy high. Which was aligned with a bearish FEG. Like I was just saying for YM, we have no wick to the downside, so strong drawn liquidity here to fill this void. Price was unable to close beyond this old swing high. And you know, we are getting some move lower today, so we haven't swept previous day high yet. We may stay inside this range, but I'd like to see the low taken and this gap filled. Heading over to gold. So gold displacing beyond this swing low, respecting the 50% level of the candle of this bullish candle, and displacing lower. We did sweep by a hair. We did sweep the low here. We weren't able to close below. However, it does look like price is displacing lower again today. So looking at some potential targets, we have this swing low aligned with this bullish FEG. So this would be a good area to see price reverse from. If we run our standard deviations on the daily, we also have the -2 aligned with this level. So I'm going to sit bearish. I think while Bitcoin's running, gold might be dropping. Okay, so Dixie, although it did close close below this swing high, it may be targeting these equal highs. But also on Dixie, we have this strong drawn liquidity. We have this gap and no wick to the downside. So what I would like to see is if we reach this high, that we then look to move lower. So I'll actually stay bullish on Dixie here until we've reached this high. And we have these gaps to fill, so Dixie's going to want to cool off and fill those gaps. Okay, so GBP looks like it's actually moved outside of that range that it was in. We've swept a daily low. That is also aligned with a bullish FVG. See that small FVG in there. And I'd like to see if we respect our external to internal, price were to move higher today. So bullish for GBP. Just remember, guys, as we wrap up here, to use code Jimmy for your MFF evals and for your Apex evals. Especially with CPI coming up, you can expedite. You can expedite both. Apex, you can expedite without any rule breaks. My funded futures, your best bet is to make sure you take at least 1 or 2 smaller trades, and then you can expedite after that. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. Please sub to the channel, like the video, leave your comments in the comments section. If anything you want to discuss further, please leave a comment so I can respond back. The engagement also helps with further reach. So I really appreciate you guys leaving your comments and interacting with my videos. All right, guys. Thank you again, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.